All right, got an oval diamond comparison for you today. This happens to be a really nice shoot because all of the ovals in this video that you're going to see, they were all hand-picked by my son David. We'll chip off the old block there. This first one, we're going to be looking at ovals around the 1 carat range, a little over a carat, up to say about a carat 10. We have G through J colors we're going to be looking at. The first diamond you see on the left there, a little over a carat in a VS1-VS2. Alright, nice table depth combination, nice length to width ratio, specifically it's a little over 8 millimeters long, a little over 8.1, and looking at a nice 148 to 1 ratio. So, you know, nicely shaped stone, nicely cut stone, no heavy bow tie, nice bright belly. Okay, the diamond that I'm showing you alongside of it happens to be a little higher in color now. We're jumping from a J, I shouldn't say a little higher, but notably higher, from a J to a G. And so if you're going to see any color differences, this is a good place where you'd see them. And you may be able to see a slight tonal difference in the color in the J on the left to the G on the right. This diamond also nicely proportioned, oval, about 8.2 millimeters long by a little over about close to 5 3/4 millimeter wide. Also coming in with a length to width ratio at 144 to 1. Okay, so these ratios in ovals that take you closer to the, between 140 to 150 to 1 are going to have a nice shape that's not too gaunt and not too wide. All right, and this also, too, a nice bright belly. Getting me belly. And a beautifully cut stone as well. All right. Third diamond on the list. I'm not particularly crazy about this one in particular. This one looks a little lumpy. It is a stone that is cut deeper. Its ratio is nice, but and the bow tie is very faint on it as well. Actually, all of these ovals that we're going to be looking at here were picked with really nice minimal bow ties. Okay, but between, like, say, this one and the first two, my choice would have to go to the first two. All right, but there's, of course, from a J to a G, there's going to be a price difference. So far, if the price difference is within your budget, the person who is shooting this for, I would tend to lean towards the higher color, because oval-shaped diamonds, like pears and marquise and diamonds of this elongated shape, tend to absorb more color than more symmetrically cut diamonds like, say, rounds and squares. Okay, so in these shapes, I like to stick towards the higher colors in general. All right, so in any case, so that was an HSI1. We'll call it, that'll be oval number 3, oval 1, 2, and 3. Oval number 4 is that's another J. Okay, and that's a pretty that's also a pretty nice stone as well. You know what, I'm going to remove this H, and I'm just going to put the two J's side by side. That would be the diamond number 1 next to diamond number 4. And between this one and this one, if we were going to go to the J color, I'm kind of liking how this one faces up better. Okay, getting a brighter, more brightness across the belly, and nicer distribution of contrast in this particular oval. And it's also a nicely shaped oval, nice full-sized diamond. And by the way, these J colors that we're looking at in this video aren't, say, what I would when you look at them, the first word that comes to mind is not yellow. Okay, especially as we're looking at them here under the bright diffuse light. So far my two favorites in this video so far is the second one, which was the G, and that fourth J, okay, which happens to be a JVS1. I'm going to put that H first, since I liked it least. Okay, so I'm gonna switch up the order on you a little bit here, if you follow along with me. So now in this video we have the H first, that lumpy stone, which I least like. The G VS1, which I really like. Okay, and it's one of my top picks. The first JVS 2, and then the JVS1. So the GVS1 and the JVS1, my top pick so far. Although this one's darn close too. Last but not least, in this lineup we have another diamond. This is the largest one. This one's closer to a 110, and that is an IVS1. Okay, and that also is another nice oval. So what I'm going to do, just to keep this simple, I'm going to put my three top choices all side by side. I'm going to put them right in the middle. And that is the GVS1, the IVS1, and the J. G, I, and J VS1s. Okay. So one thing we know from this pick here is we're going to be looking at all nice clean goodies under the microscope. No eye visible inclusions in a VS1. And before we leave this lighting, I just want to I'm going to grab these with the tweezers. Sometimes diamonds are a little fickle in this tray, and I just want to grab them and kind of give you a bird's eye view right into the face of the camera of these diamonds. So here is the GVS1. Okay. You know, when I lay them in that tray, sometimes the diamonds tilt and you're not getting a good head-on shot of the diamond. And you can see when I aim it right smack into the face of the camera, and at the distance that I have the camera lens from the diamond, it's giving a good presentation of head-body shadow. That's as long as you're not bringing the diamond up within, like, say, 6 inches to your face. Of course, then you're going to get more body shadow. But that's what makes this one a nice, bright oval. Okay? Minimal bow tie, beautiful icy white G color. My second favorite. This is the IVS1. Alright, this one was the largest or the heaviest diamond of the lot, although there's not any kind of big, what I would call, astronomical difference in the weight between these diamonds, and they're all beautiful ratios. Look at that nice bright center too. But you can only get one. Okay, so there's the I. Now let's grab that J. Okay. All right, and the J is this is a beautiful J also. All right, so really I would narrow it down to these three. Okay, and each one of these, of course, is going to have its own pluses and minuses. You know, the J, of course, is going to be your least expensive. So if you're more of a price-conscious shopper, the JVS1 you would lean towards because of price. The G you would lean towards because of color. And the I, if you're looking for that happy medium. Okay? Now we're going to look at these diamonds in spotlighting. You can see now they're all tilted in the tray again. But let's look in spotlighting at fire and sparkle. All right, this is the dimmer spotlighting, which is going to emphasize more so sparkle, scintillation, some flashes of fire. In this lighting, see, we're getting some glare on that center. That's the IVS1 there. All right, now we're not getting now we're getting glare on the left one. But just judging from internal reflections as we observe these diamonds, you know, that IVS1 is throwing off some nice transparency and fire. The J on the right, and it lighting up nice across the belly, and the G on the left, just a really beautiful, display of sparkle, you know, tiny sparkle scintillation. Okay, now just and we're getting some flash there too across the belly on that G. You know, and just so that you know, and people who are learning about ovals and looking at oval diamonds and watching the videos that we publish on YouTube, you know, I'm just going to tell you, oval diamonds are not known for big flash in spotlighting. Okay, ovals, like pear shapes and marquees, are going to emphasize many smaller sparkles of light than, say, larger flashes of fire in spotlighting. Okay, that's the nature of oval cuts. Okay, but with these three, they're doing just fine. Exactly what we'd expect in spotlighting. Now, the IVS1 lighting up nice though. Here, let's put them in stronger spotlighting and take another look. All right, and now we're in stronger spotlighting. Okay, and you know, listen. When it comes to fire and sparkle in ovals, you know, just to re-emphasize what I was saying in the last part of this video, these diamonds really emphasize more so the smaller reflections of light. Now, just in all honesty, if I had to give a nod to any of these three diamonds with regards to fire, it would have to go to the IVS1 in the center. Okay, that bad boy is lighting up real nice in spotlighting. But let me also emphasize, spotlighting is the least popular lighting environment you're going to observe diamonds in. Okay? Now, if you notice, in spotlighting, the center oval, that IVS1, does take on a little bit of a darker body appearance, while the diamond on the left and right take on a lighter body appearance. And that is due to the fact that the IVS1 in the center very likely has less light leakage. Okay? And the diamond is absorbing darker colors around it into the body. However, the reflections of fire are going to be a little bit more stronger. Okay? If that makes any sense to you. So, I want you to place the heaviest emphasis on what you saw in diffuse lighting. I want you to watch this video back. Look at these three diamonds as I held them into the face of the camera in indoor diffuse lighting, and really, you know, make a judgment call there. If you like, yeah, listen, you got to get what you're going to be happiest with. The G color, each of these are going to face up white in your ring, so I really wouldn't worry about that. Let's go over by the window. It is a gloomy day out here in New York, but I'll show you them in natural lighting before we close this clip out. All right. Now here we are by the window, and now you're going to know why I love shooting videos of fancies by the window. And I'm going to give you a nice, clear demonstration to color absorption. Yeah, this is no exaggeration here either. Now I'm by the window, and this is the GVS1 in my left hand against the IVS1 in my right hand. And I can't think of a better demonstration of color absorption in an oval than what you're looking at right here on this video. Okay? So, if you want to know the frank truth, this view would cancel out that eye color for me. Okay? Yeah, it had the better looking fire in spotlighting, but once again, remember I told you got to place heavy emphasis on what you see in the diffuse lighting environment and also daylighting. Okay? That's why ovals and pear shapes and marquees I always, always, always insist on a live inspection of these diamonds. And you can also see in this video what body color this oval graduates to. I have a video online called The Most Popular Body Colors of Diamond, or The Most Popular Tonal Colors of Diamond. And the 3 most popular colors are yellow, brown, and gray. And can you see it in the video what color this diamond graduates to? You should. Alright, I can see it as plain as the nose on my face. And if you said brown, you would be correct. Between yellow, brown, and gray. Now, just for fun, let's grab the J color and look at it alongside of these guys. Alright, now in this hand I have the 110 IVS1, and in this hand is the J VS1. Okay, and you can see the difference in body color between the 2 diamonds. All right, so really, ultimately, after viewing the diamonds in all lighting environments, you know, I'm just going to call it like it is here. I would go with the G. Its optics are great. It faces up beautiful white. It's got a minimal bow tie. The length width ratio is spot on. And this guy is going to be a twinkler. Great, you know, great everything. And a nice bright stone. Okay? And you won't have to worry about seeing those tonal color differences that you're going to see in ovals. Generally in ovals, I like to stay no lower than a G. D through G is my recommended range usually. So, alright, while I'm juggling all 3 of these diamonds here in front of the camera, I hope you get a good perspective why. Okay, and that concludes this video. Thank you for watching. You guys who are learning about diamonds, hit subscribe up there, you guys and gals. And it's a pleasure to serve. Thank you.